as it is all geared up, all set to celebrate. Thousands of special guests have also come in. We'll show you those visuals. Those are aerial shots of Ayodhya. Ayodhya, which is the center of attraction today of the entire country and the world. The consecration of Sri Ram temple is set to take place in just a short while from now. Just over an hour, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be here. He would be leading the rituals as the consecration of the Ram temple happens.
Can you notice those flags from the aerial view gives you a bird's eye view of Ayodhya? And as we stay with these visuals, let me also have this opportunity to welcome all the way from San Diego in US, Aditya Satsangi joining us live, author, scholar. He's the founder of the Sathology and author of the multiple books, including Debunking Mythology, has written extensively about Lord Ram's presence, not only confined to the Indian subcontinent, but elsewhere in the world as well. Thank you very much, Aditya ji, for joining us. To begin with, what are your feelings as we, inch closer to the Pran Pratishtha ceremony? And it seems that this day has once again connected us with our Indian diaspora, and the way the celebrations and the festivities have been happening since last 1 week. According to you, extremely historical and unprecedented day for India, Indians watching, who are going to be actually glued to their television sets watching the Pran Pratishtha ceremony.
First of all, Jai Shri Ram to all your viewers and to both of you as well. And it's indeed an honor to speak about Sri Ram anywhere at any platform. And I have a big celebration going on at home with all the guests coming at home.
Okay.
And also hosts who are celebrating Sri Ram and watching it live right now. When I was writing my book, and I was simply blown away by the geographical spread of Valmiki Ramayana. When Bhagwan Ram when Valmiki writes about Sri Ram, he writes in a very different way. He presents the geography of the entire planet Earth. Because for Sri Ram, he searched for Mother Sita in every single continent. For your viewers, I'll tell you, Australia is called Shalmali Dweep in Valmiki Ramayana. South America is called Pushkar Dweep in Valmiki Ramayana.
Okay.
North America is called Kronch Dweep in Valmiki Ramayana. Asia is called Jambu Dweep, and Europe is called Shaka Dweep. Every single land they searched, Africa is called Plakshadweep. And not only they search on the land, they search under the ocean as well. Because Ravana was so powerful, he could have hid Sita under the ocean also. So for many people who cast aspersions on Sri Ram's character, they should know that Bhagwan Ram did not leave literally any stone unturned on the entire planet Earth for his beloved wife Sita. And when I was reading these descriptions and started mapping out the places, and I've written 2 books on this, the original atlas and also the One Arrow, One Kill. And in India it's called the Global Footprint of Ramayana. And I also started verifying those places. You will be shocked to know, in Peru, Candelavera Prakas is a very famous place which is called Yagya Vedika on the mountain. And it is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana, and I did not use any other second reference. I just went to that place, and it's called Udaygiri Pahad.
In Peru?
In Sanskrit. In Peru.
Okay.
And I went there and I recorded it in my videos. I sent it to your team as well, those videos, where I actually said, Ramayana says this, and this is actually here. Ramayana says this, and this is actually here. And people will be shocked to know the entire story. So there are multiple references of Ramayana in many Purana, and there is no contradiction whatsoever. I could not find any contradiction,
and Aditya,
even though I'm a very scrutinized reader.
Aditya, as you speak, we're also showing those live visuals of the beautiful Ram temple, all decked up. In just over an hour, on your screens, viewers, you can see the beautiful Ram temple, all decked up with flowers and colors, all ready for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony that Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be participating in, along with other priests. Aditya, I understand that your books, in a way, also address the debate over Ramayana the legacy of Lord Ram between mythology and history, as you were saying that those places actually have been identified across the world as far as the geographic locations are concerned. But these events that happen to have happened millennia ago, how do we in the 21st century look at these and look at Lord Ram as a figure that connects civilizations, connects people? But that is the sort of value that is perhaps lacking, the divisions that we see all around us. One looks for a figure, one looks for a legacy that unites people. In that context, how do you look at the legacy of Lord Ram?
Great question, actually. Great question, Subhenduji. And the thing is, we have to stop looking at Ramayana, Mahabharata history from the eyes of Europeans, number one. Stop reading English translations. Even though I write in English, but I think in Sanskrit. And my principal language is Sanskrit. And then from that, I deduce all this information. I don't read any translations at all. And I wrote my book in such a way that do not distort the meaning of the Sanskrit word over there. So when you read from Valmiki's perspective, through the eyes of Valmiki, because Valmiki is a live historian, like he is actually recording when incidents are happening right there. And Lav and Kush, the two sons of Ram, studied under Valmiki, and they explained the entire incident to Sri Ram in front of Sri Ram. And Ram said, Bhagwan Ram said, that how do these boys know about me so well? And that endorses Valmiki's history, that Valmiki wrote absolutely correctly. Now to the second part of your question, that's how I invented the word mythology, because there is no antonym of word mythology in English language. So by etymological, grammatical rules, mythology is an accurate antonym of mythology.
Okay.
Now, when I am writing this, when I wrote this book, now one thing I can tell you, rivers can change path. Like for example, Shornabhadra River, which flows from southwest to northeast of India, during Ramayana period, it was flowing between the Girivraj mountains, which is called Rajgir today. But during Mahabharata time, the river is flowing way north of the Girivraj mountains, which is known as Rajgir today. Now rivers can change path, but mountains don't change path. Mountains have stayed constant all over the during the entire planet, since when the earth was formed.